Good day everyone. In today's video, I'd like to talk about the Aussie dollar. Like all my analysis, I like to start with the monthly chart to work on the trend. Um, now, 2 months ago, we've been talking about the Aussies in a buy trend, and last month we took advantage of the buys. But currently, no, last month we took the buys from the 0.78 area, right? And then right now it's about 0.7960, so it's already about 160 pips from our entry. Now, I have restarted the charts again, and I'm looking at these areas right now because as support from the 0.7840 right up to 0.7720. This areas is a support. Why I'm talking about that? Because the Aussie on the short term is not giving me the sign that it's ready to push up. I'm still waiting for it. So in the event that the Aussie comes down, these are the areas that I would be looking to initiate my trades. Okay, this whole area here, this is from the bigger time frame, but the smaller time frame I will have the better numbers to show you. Okay, just hold on for a while. The next chart I'll be talking is the daily chart on the Aussie dollar. So what we are seeing right now, after a series of bullish candles, we have rejection right at the top here, right? With this long spike, and you can see that prices are coming down. Now as it came down, and this is where we started buying. If you review my old videos, this is where we started buying the Aussie, and right now that here we are about 160 pips away from our buy area. Now after hitting this area of 0.7976, what I see right now is that the 0.8 area of the Aussie dollar has become a very strong round number resistance. Not only is a round number, and we also have resistance right here itself that which you have drawn. Not only that, what I want to show you is actually we have resistance, double resistance areas. And the longer it stays here, I expect the price to break out. Now the thing is that I'm still waiting for signs of it breaking out. My preference right now, if it's showing a lot of resistance area over here, is to break out to the downside. Now if it does push to the upside, then the next areas that we're looking for resistance is about 0.8198. But at the current moment, as I'm looking at it, I have to wait probably out this week, but I suspect that price might come down, because it has moved for some time, right? Since May, price has been rising, and the biggest drop that we had was in August, and I believe they might come and test this low again, and if they break it, it will come lower. I have marked an area of preference of trade right now. It's at about 0.7587. So this is where I think if it does come down, this is a place for me to hunt for buys. Okay, so we have to wait a bit. Now I'm going to a lower time frame. I think from a lower time frame perspective, you can see things much clearer. We had a lot of sellers coming down right here, and this morning as I was looking at the price, I thought, hey, finally it's going to push up right now. But again, after going to about a high of 0.7984, you see about more than 20 pips push down. Now I can attribute this to the big news that's coming out later. We have the Aussie cash rate announcement and RBA, Royal Bank Australia rate statement coming out in an hour's time at about 12:30 in the afternoon, so I can attribute this movement to that. So I have to wait a bit, but nevertheless, the way price are moving is showing a lot of indecision, where it's pushing up and it's coming down. It's just like there's no way for nowhere. I don't know where it's going right now. So in the event that let's see, I make it smaller, then we probably be able to see. In the event price push down, right, I have marked my support areas, and the area that I'm looking at again is the 0.7546 area. This, and we have a double support area at 0.7385. But no matter how I see it, is that I think this would be the first area of support first, 0.7546. Then if this place doesn't hold water, then only I'll look at 0.7385. Okay, so I'll wait a bit. I think we will definitely see some movements coming this week, because it has been stuck in a small range for nearly half a month, and as you can see, this resistance and support area is getting narrow and narrow. Definitely we will have a breakout soon. Okay, and looking on this week's news from today, we have the cash rate RBA statement. Tomorrow we have the GDP, and then on Thursday we have retail sales and trade balance, and on Friday the RBA governor is going to speak again. I mean, every single day, almost, yeah, every single day we're going to have news coming up from the Aussie. Definitely this is going to cause a lot of volatility. That's the way I see it. Now, talking about the Aussie economy, last month's figures, we had retail sales coming down a bit, from 0.6 to 0.3. And maybe I'll just bring it back here so you can see. So I have my own economic report card right here. So I haven't updated this part yet, so don't look at this area. We have the retail sales dropping from 0.6 to 0.3. Employment increased. The labor market was okay, but this is the number that's causing a bit of concern. Building approvals, right? It has dropped out from a high of 11.7% right up to negative 1.7, and you can see from a month-to-month, quarter-to-quarter, and year-to-year, it's just not doing that well. So we will have further. I believe that the price right now is already showing something that we don't know. So that's the reason why it's not pushing up. They might detect something subtle that's happening in the Australian economy. That's the reason why it's not pushing much higher, because you cannot have a high currency value when you're uncertain about the economy. So the way I see it, I think they're going to still maintain their cash rates at 1.5. If they have detected something, they would have pushed it much higher earlier. But anyway, I'm not in the business of predicting what they're gonna do. I just have a feeling. My hunch here. So let's make a conclusion. The Aussie dollar is right now stuck in a small range, right? It's definitely is gonna break out soon. Now, if it's breaking out to the downside, the area of support I'm looking at is the 0.7587 area. And then if you want to have more detail, go down to the 4-hour time frame to see where they are. If it's going to the upside, then I'm looking at the next resistance area of 0.8198. So it's going to take some time to pass this, because there's double resistance right here. Okay, so based on the smaller time frame, the place I'm going to look at is 0.7546. Okay, 0.7546, and the daily charts 0.7587. So the area to look at, see this tiny area here, 0.587 to 0.7546. Okay, this is the area which I'm going to hunt. So all the best, and let's wait for the perfect level to come before we take our trades.